Corey, what does it mean to be inducted into the Hurricanes Wall of Honor for you?
Oh, it's an incredible honor. Like, you see all the names that I've been on in the past, and even some of my former teammates have been inducted in, and it's a huge honor. I mean, it was a big part of our life, and it was a huge, it was so much fun to be here those years I was here, and I got to play with some guys I grew up with in Calgary as well, and Wes Walls and Mark Gregg. So, and you just meet lifelong friends. I'm still really good friends with Jason Ruff and Brad Rubichuk and some of the guys that were on that team. We just had an incredible team, and it was just a great experience.
You mentioned Walls, Gregg, and Ruff. They've all been inducted. For you to go in with them, how special is that?
Oh, it's really special. I mean, I talk to those guys all the time. We had such a special team at that time. Like, just with the amount of teams in the league and that now, still know if you'll find that kind of depth. And even we had the 6 guys with 100 points, but we also our third line with Kevin St. Jacques and Rubichuk. They were. I think Kevin St. Jacques won the league in scoring a year later. So, I mean, we just had so much talent. It was so much fun to be a part of it. It was just a very lucky group.
How much fun was it to play in that time and to go into a game and know you're going to have a really good chance to win every night?
Well, it's an awesome, because it's so much fun. It's just an incredible feeling. Even when you get down a few goals in that, when we got the offense that we had, we knew that we had a chance to come back. And, our power play was quite special back in those days. And, it was just so much fun. Practice, everything was just so much fun because we had so much talent.
When you look at the 1990 season, go to the WHL final, maybe reminisce about that experience and the run ultimately coming up a bit short.
Yeah, that one hurt for sure. I mean, but Kamloops I think they were rated ahead of us, actually. I think they were the number 1 team in Canada, and we were 2 at the time. But, I mean, they had, Scott Niedermeyer and Lenny Barry. They had some really special players as well. So, I mean, they had a lot of real high-end players. Unfortunately, we come up short. I think we lost a lot I think it was 4 games in overtime we lost. I mean, and we won the first game there in overtime, and then we lost the second game, and then I think we lost a few in overtime here, which I thought we had it because it was 2 there and then 3 back here, and we'd only lost 1 game I think all year at home, and I just thought we had a real good chance to come home and win all 3, and we just come up a little bit short.
When you think about that run, though, what are some of the highlights, maybe away from the rink with your teammates on that run to the final?
Well, it's always just it's so special winning. You realize how hard it is, right? I think the first round we played Prince Albert, we played Saskatoon. The first round, and I think we absolutely annihilated them in the first 3 games, to tell you the truth. And then all of a sudden we lost 3 in a row and beat them in overtime in Game 7. So, I mean, that was a real bonding experience, and we realized that we're not taking anyone for granted now. They give us all we could handle. And after the first 3 games, I think we were a little bit, I don't know, we had a little bit of cockiness to us at that day and age. So, and then Prince Albert actually took us to 7 games as well. So I think if we would have won the series a little bit earlier, they wore us down a little bit going in, more than we thought we were going to.
Talk about the city and what it means to you. Of course, you still live in the city. You raised your family here. To be able to come back and make Lethbridge home after a playing career professionally, maybe just talk about what the city means to you.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's a huge impact in my life. After my wife is from here, I met her when I was playing for the Hurricanes. So at the end of my professional career, we decided to move back here, and we raised our family here. And I coached all through minor hockey here, coached my boys growing up, and I mean, it was just a great experience. Jason Ruff raised his family here, and Mark Gregg as well. So, I mean, all our kids are great friends, and watched Ridley move on to play in the NHL, and my younger son and him are best friends, and they're really tight. So, I mean, it's just great to have the community that we have here.
What are you up to nowadays? Obviously still local, so what's the day in the life of Corey Lyons in 2025?
Well, pretty much just work for the city, same as Jason Ruff there. We've been doing that for, about 15 years now. So, yeah, I've just worked for the city, work at the rinks day to day, and then spent some time going up. My younger son still plays hockey up in Nate, so we probably go up maybe twice a month to go up and watch him play, either in Calgary or up in Edmonton.
I guess if you were to pinpoint one moment during your time here that was just an absolute standout, your favorite moment, what would that be?
Oh, geez, I'm not even sure. Well, I mean, the playoff runs were always, I mean, those are the most important times of the year. So, I mean, they were huge for us. And the first year we kind of got an experience We beat Prince Albert, and then we lost to Saskatoon, who was in the final for the Memorial Cup. So, I mean, that was a real great experience. And then, obviously, that run that second year was a huge experience for us.